deal. We're still looking for something, aren't we? I don't know where my little cushion's gone. There's a cushion for it, and I don't know where it's gone since I moved. So, today's the 9th. It's the grandparents' card. Walter, Millie, Mike, Susan, Julie, Darren. All names attached to that card. So the song is Dear Darling, and I believe it was Ollie Mayers, an English singer. So a letter, perhaps old school writing, maybe an email, maybe a text. Nose is itching. Inside, oh, a surprise. And Saturday is a journey to go if you sneeze. So, surprise journey. Wonder what that's going to be. Let's see. If you see any paint on my fingers, it's because I've been jobbing. As soon as I got back, I got stuck into some little jobs. Loads of big jobs to do, but I need the funds to do it. Let's see then. See if we can get this one out quick before the camera decides to die. I don't know why, but my phone doesn't like the charger. Never seem to have a straight run with phones, do I? I think I've bought a pig in a poke this time, but hey ho, I'll persevere with it. Can't do any other. So, I will be doing a full moon read. I think it was full moon, not a new moon, for today. I know it's a bit late because it was about 8:30 this morning, but the energy stays, so it'll be a zodiac wheel as usual. So April, if you can stand by and do it for me, I'll be very grateful. Excuse me sniffing. We had eons of me sniffing, didn't we? And then it stopped and now it's back again. But at least they're leaving the lights on there, and they had one go, didn't they? But that was it. So, went to visit my son, and my daughter had a power cut. Oh, I see. Last pile, so it's some way off this, whatever it is. And it's because we've come to that crossroads again, and we will keep coming to that crossroads until we change our energy. So the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Somewhere along your path in your life, you will come to these crossroads at big events. This is one of those. You must take the path less travelled, the one you didn't want to take. 2 days is mentioned. It may be because today's card is in the upright that you are going to have to turn your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true. And you will not walk this journey alone. Someone in spirit or the flesh will be sent to walk with you. There's 2 snakes there. And it is the year of the snake. It is the Buddha card. You have many options, so dream big. Choose well. 7 months. Your enemies will be overcome. Fast communications, clear and exact. Patience pays off. Your ships will come in. But there is someone here trying to keep a lid on this. People pleasing, walking on eggshells. So that's why it's going to take some time, because someone here, Neptune in Pisces, or this could be, I don't know why, but the Pluto always comes into this with me, and I don't know why. So I think Pluto is still retrograde in Aquarius. But this is the burning building. This is a need to raise things to the ground, but somebody's not ready yet. 16. And a bond that cannot be broken. A mutual bond. Unconditional love. Not necessarily romantic, but it is there. 2 months. So, 2 twos, which is choices. You have a choice. What's it going to be? Where are you going to take one of those staffs? Because when you add it to the 3, there's some firm foundations and a new beginning. So your ships can come in, but you have to be patient. 16 is negative. It's the only major arcana in the read, so it is important, but it's a negative energy in 16. Because somebody is not, it's bubbling under the surface. It hasn't happened yet. It's coming, but not yet. Yeah, you're being watched. You're being possibly even digitally. There is a truth that needs to be spoken, and a monkey see, monkey do situation. Somebody admires you, possibly from afar, but they would like to be like you in some way. It could also be a sporty child, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or an immature air sign person, so doesn't know how to speak. Doesn't have to be an air sign if it's somebody that's sarcastic, witty, sporty. And then we have the demanding Leo card again. So Violet, Elizabeth, William, Dennis, Waterman, Bonnie, Langford. She will scream and scream and scream until she gets what she wants. She is very high maintenance. Financial ruin with that one. Now we've got a confused mind, a third party, something or someone coming between you and what you want, and heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. 3 weeks, maybe temporary, maybe permanent. Then we have our Aries energy. Doesn't have to be an Aries, it's a man of action, but if it is an Aries, it doesn't have to be a man. This is somebody who honours the dead. This is someone who does what he says he's going to do, puts his money where his mouth is. Action man. This is also to do with a couple, because he does what he says he's going to do. She doesn't. No shame, no blame, no guilt. No more overthinking it. No more mental prisons of your own making. You've become very clear. But this is going to cause, and that's why they're walking on eggshells, a violent attack. 5 weeks. Harsh words at the very least. Cutting words. Or even aggression. Someone wants to win here. She certainly does. At all costs, and they don't care how they do it. They will cut their own nose off to spite the face. The Twin Towers, 11th of September, could be important. The 18th, the full moon that's today, is positive. Something is waiting to be conceived. And one of those towers, at least one of those towers, has to come down, if not both. These 2 people have maybe built an ivory tower around themselves, and now it's become a prison. There is light at the end of the tunnel there, And there is the salamander there, so it could be the fire signs. Somebody here needs freedom, independence, within or without a relationship. It's time to stand on your own 2 feet. You will have everything you want, everything you need, should I say. There may be one thing missing, but this is security. Personal security, not as relying on anyone else. It's standing on your own 2 feet. So, yeah, the nightmare will be over 9 weeks. Something unexpected, out of the blue, something or someone takes action in a positive way the next 8 days. So, you can't sit on the fence. You must choose. You must make that choice. If you don't know what the answer should be, Spirit can't help you. You have to decide this yourself. It's another 2. It's your crossroads. So throw that coin up, and before it lands, you will know what it is that you desire, because you'll be hoping and praying it lands a certain way. Now we've got the 18th. This full moon is the darkness. Like I said, it's going to take some time. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You don't see how this situation can be conceived. Because someone is holding on, maybe you, too tightly to something that's past its sell-by date. Greed, stubbornness, control, at least 4 years. And what you resist persists. So the more effort you put into something that isn't serving you, the worse it will get. The name Alice is connected to that one. Yeah. Unreliable, unpredictable, finances, career and friends. Taurus, Virgo, Taurus female. Possibly dark-skinned. Financial lack. And there she is again. This financial aid, could I say, is through a woman. Now this could be the same woman. 1 minute she's down, lacking finances, lacking career prospects. The next minute she's up. Whatever this is. But we come back to the same thing. It is another 2. So we've got 2, 2, 3 2s. 2, 2. We've got 3 2s. A decision you must make. You will be, by the time you make this decision, you'll be sure of your facts. You won't be protecting anyone else anymore, and you will not be in denial. 2 weeks. So, where's them dice? Venus, love. There it is. 8th house of death and rebirth. Scorpio, the moon. And Aquarius, wishes and dreams. Your North Node, your true life purpose, which your spirit guide is trying to take you to. So, cemeteries, maternity wards, death and rebirth, Scorpio, the snake, there it is. Transformation, the reproductive organs, funeral parlours, cemeteries, labour wards, ancestral property, the colour black, that could be a nurse, Interaction, shared resources. So this is about shared resources and shared intimacy, but it's not doing very well, I'm afraid. You're sacrificing yourself. It could be to do with inheritance, so trying to honour the dead, like I said, other people's money, and metaphysics. This is about the secrets that are to be revealed. This goes beyond your self-awareness. It is plutonium. What did I say? Death is met, one great certainty in life and most feared, and expanded state of consciousness is encountered. The 8th house is shared resources and monetary gain, things inherited. The sign on the cusp describes how easily these resources are shared, not very, and how greedy someone can be. There's the greed. Inheritance may be on the physical or psychic plane, including ancestral patterns, potential, and exclusive Pisces or Neptune. We've got both Pisces and Neptune in the 8th house. It indicates an inheritance will slip through your fingers or someone else's, or continuation of a family pattern of addiction. Suffer loss, inherit a substantial legacy and flair for business. So somebody thinks they're a business person, but they're not very good at it, and they will lose everything. So Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius. Desires emotional freedom. There we are. Freedom. We want it. Companionable, dispassionate, magnetic. Venus in Aquarius falls reluctantly in love and is attracted to unconventional, intellectual types. Ooh, the hand of God, and it's in the reverse, which is a shame. So it is 15. Healing and protection of the slain. The Grim Reaper, the chooser of the slain. So Scorpio again. 15. And in the tarot, that is a toxic situation, unfortunately. It's also the tracks that a bird leaves in the soil. It's the most found in marshes. It grows in water and inflicts a terrible wound. The blood burns in every man who grasps it. So, minor surgery, terrible wound, wounded heart. Usually this is a long Z as in buzz, or occasionally R or M, although there are other runes that represent these sounds. This is symbolically connected with the mighty elk as well as the yew tree. It is, however, also associated with the lime tree and semi-aquatic plants such as reeds, rushes, eagles and sedge. It is an outstretched hand, so a helping hand, probably, so that helping hand is not there when expected. It's the hand of Tyr, who had to sacrifice his hand to free everyone from the wolf, which was Capricorn, which is ambition. It's the footprint of a bird such as a crow or a raven, and the upright position of this rune is used to denote the date of birth on a Viking tombstone. Inverted, it is the date of death, so there could be a death, an ending. Deities primarily associated with Algis and Valkyrie, the shape-shifting warrior women. These daughters of Odin were the protectors of brave men in battle, but also chose the most suitable candidates for a seat at their father's table in Valhalla. After their deaths, accomplished in magic, the Valkyrie often took the form of carrion birds, with carrying out their grim business. The footprint of these birds may be the origin of the shape of the rune. The brooding watchman, there's the watchman Heimdall, standing watching someone from afar, look. is also connected to Algis because he is a form of a beacon or a watchtower. And there's the tower. So someone watching from the tower. It's the illumination that Algis can give. So the light at the end of the tunnel. Something coming to light. Inverted. The position, the rune reinforces the message of the upright. It can show that health problems are occurring, and today's card is hospital doors, doctors, nurses, but it is in the upright, so that's a good sign. But we do have the heart and minor surgery. Health problems are occurring or will occur very soon, and that you need to concern yourself with your own welfare. However, other people may refuse to recognise that you are overburdened and weary. The demand of these folk will not cease, because when Algis is inverted, you will find that those around you are very insensitive indeed, yes. While in this low state, you will be somewhat weak-willed and will agree to too many things. Simply to have peace, what I say, walking around on eggshells. You should bear this in mind and slow down, go into retreat, seclusion, and do not take on anything more just yet. Algis signals a period of recuperation, so allow yourself time to regain your strength. Beautiful. Well done, Spirit. So, oh dear, number 80, is it 18? Yeah, and we've got that 3 times now, 18, 18, 18, the moon. And we've got it twice in the reverse, it's Scorpio energy, and once in the upright. So 18 then. Moonflower. Oh, I didn't even realise that. So it is the moon. How brilliant are they? In Pomea Alba, the moon and Venus, and we've got Venus there. The water element. Moonflower is a relative of morning glory, and while both thrive in full sun and heat, the moonflower only opens in the afternoon and remains open in the late evening. Unlike the sunrise greeting morning glory, sadly, its beautifully scented bloom only lasts a day and a night before withering. So morning glory, that's what they used to call blokes that got aroused in the morning. And the tower is also an arousal. It attracts nocturnal visitors such as the moth, and the moths then attract bats, granting its association with the dark underworld goddess. Today, witches use it as a lunar herb in moon magic for clear and prophetic dreams, opening to psychic powers. And we've got the 7 of Cups there, which is dreams, and enhancing your divination. All vines have associations with the ancestors. There we are, honour the ancestors. Rising up from the depths to reach us. The heart-shaped leaves, so the heart again, are associated with the heart, causing it to be used in love and lust spells. But that spell will be broken when true love walks in. Attracting love just as the scent of the flower attracts a moth for pollination. Spiritually, Moonflower is keeper of the lunar mysteries of life, death and rebirth. As the flower only lasts a day, it helps us make peace with impermanence, and like the fallen seeds, the promise of renewal and return, because it follows a nocturnal pattern, something antithetical to mainstream society, mostly working by daylight. It encourages us, so somebody might be working the night shift, to find our own rhythms, patterns, and creativity in the night. As a flower essence, Moonflower is said to help us with issues of abandonment and betrayal, things we did not see coming, as the moon's light often casts an illusion as much as it illuminates, depending on how clear we are with our emotions. And there we are. Somebody's not clear on their emotions because it's up and down. So it is reversed. Reverse Moonflower asks us to make peace with the ethereal and impermanent. All things change, die and renew. Her heart-shaped leaves urge us to open the heart and take a deep breath of peace. We need to see the world clearly and to enjoy all the pleasures we have when we have them, for tomorrow may not come. Tomorrow they may not be there. Open in your own time, in your own way. And there it is, the elk. And what have we just said? The antlers of the elk. Well done. So, the elk and the ash, strength, which again, usually is the Leo card in the deck. It is number 8. It's about the heart and the back, and courage and strength. So, have courage to do what's right for you. Number 8. The elk is a colossal creature crowned with substantial antlers, known to cover great distances over difficult terrain. They are symbols of strength and endurance. Likewise, ash trees are sturdy and resolute, able to flourish even in the harshest environment. You are called to gather your strength ahead of this challenge. Face it with confidence in your own stamina. Tame and unruly elements that try to derail you. That unruly element is the Leo there. You may feel